What's going on? Welcome to another episode of Passion TV, episode number 23. So let's get into this. This video here is going to be about decisions. Now, what I'm going to hold up, I took a picture a while back, and I took a picture of this. Now, this is the old school Coast. Some of you probably remember this in your childhood. So when I put it up, people were like, oh my gosh, you still use Coast bar soap. Now let me tell you why this is important. Just because something is old doesn't mean it doesn't work. If you look at all the knowledge that we have today, the books that we read, some of the most famous books that are still out there, Think and Grow Rich, How to Win Friends and Influence People, ancient books. There's a Bible verse, a biblical verse that says there's nothing new under the sun. Now let me tell you why I still use Coast. I remember Bryant Gumbel in an interview. Someone came to Bryant and they walked past him and was like, holy crap, man, you smell good. And he says, you know, I've used the same cologne since high school. And at that time, Bryant Gumbel was in his 60s. But why did Bryant Gumbel use the same cologne? Because let me ask you something. And let's relate this to business. Once you find something that works, and it's been working for over a decade, why would you change it because it's old? You see, in life, in personal life, in business life, there are a lot of decisions that one has to make. Steve Jobs, black turtleneck, blue jeans. Mark Zuckerberg, who was making little hacks in his life, he basically went to gray hoodies, blue jeans, and I think it was a black t-shirt. Why did he do that? Because he wanted to make as few decisions as possible. Let me find out what works. And then I can use that time to focus on other things. You see, Simon Cowell is also known as a man. And so what do you remember about Simon Cowell? The guys smell extremely well. Males, females, all said that. Why? Because he uses the same formula. He's already solved the problem of how to make things work in order to smell good. And I don't know about you, but if you're in the business world, if you're out there, that's a startup conversation. Somebody could walk past you and be like, man, you smell nice. What do you do? Spark a conversation. That could be a dream job for you, a client. It could be your wife, whatever. But just because something is old doesn't mean that it doesn't work. So people were surprised, like they still make Coast? Yes. Because I went to Men's House and I would see 20, 30 bottles of cologne. And some of those colognes don't work for them. But yet they still wear them. So I was like a chemist. I tried this, that didn't work. I tried this, that didn't work. And then when I started noticing a consistency and like, holy crap, dude, that's the smell, I stuck with it. I stopped buying cologne. I started buying courses. Because why keep buying something when something's working? Why keep taking away from your business when it's working? If it's working, stick with it until it stops working. We got to get out of this point where we're making all these new decisions on a constant basis. No. Find out what works. Experiment with it, and once it works, step away and then move to something else. That's it. Find out what your color is. Get the color, buy 20 in that color. That's a decision made. You told what looks good, so get many of that. So, I'm just saying this to kind of spark some type of thought, collective thought in your mind, and it can help you. Because you're going to learn that we have to make decisions before we actually do things. Make the decision the night before what you're going to do today, the next day. You know, make the decision before you go to the gym of what you're going to do so you don't waste time. Make great decisions. So, with that said, guys, thank you. I hope everything is going great in your life. And that's all I have. And so until next time, signing off.